I'm your guardian angel here in Korea, and I'm here to help you with everything you need to know about Korea. So let's say you are in Korea, you're visiting Korea. Do you think you will have a chance to go out of Seoul? Where do you want to go in that case? Busan, Jeju, or Jeonju? Well, those places are very pretty, and I love going there myself too. But what about hidden gems? Are you interested in hidden gems? Well, I would like to introduce two of my favorite folk villages in Korea. Those places are kind of hidden gems and not as famous as Busan, Jeju, or Jeonju, but I think you will love it because this is so unique and so Korean, and it's very well preserved, and so you would see people living there in those folk villages. So are you interested? Well, then watch my video please, because I'm gonna share two of my favorite folk villages with you.
Ready, go!
Number one, Yeongju Museum Village. Yeongju can be far away from Seoul. It's about 2.5-hour drive from Seoul and about 170 kilometers away from Seoul. But although you need to do some traveling, it's gonna be very worth it. I love this village, and it's actually one of my favorite folk villages in Korea. Yeongju Museum Village is a scenic town in Yeongju in Gyeongsang-buk-do, North Gyeongsang Province in Korea. Do you know, by the way, Korea is divided into 8 provinces? Gyeongsang is one of them, and this is in Gyeongsang Province, North Gyeongsang Province in Korea, southwestern part of the country. Museum Village is a very charming, scenic hanok village. You know hanok, right? The traditional Korean house that you're going to see in Bukchon Hanok Village in Seoul. One of the main tourist attractions in Seoul. Anyway, it is a hanok village full of hanok, like more than 40 something hanok there. It's so well preserved, and the village itself is so pretty. But I'm not just introducing Yeongju Museum Village for hanok. Well, I like the village itself, but actually I went there to see a very unique and charming bridge that connects Yeongju Museum Maul to the outside world. There is a very unique single log bridge, and everybody actually goes there to see the bridge. Yes, I mean, don't get me wrong, the village is beautiful, but people are more attracted to the bridge itself. So why is the bridge there? 2 streams converge there, and it surrounds Museum Village. So Museum Village is surrounded by water on 3 sides, and it looks like an island, although it's not an island. It looks like a floating island. Therefore, it got the name Museum. Museum in Korean means floating island. Yes. So, the landscape must be very beautiful, right? And there gotta be a bridge that connects Yeongju Museum Village to the outside world, right? Because it is surrounded by water. That bridge was the only connection for about 350 years. Yes, it's a very long time. And people had to cross the bridge to go to markets or to go to school or to go to work or whatever. So that bridge was there. And it's kind of symbolic in the area. So although there was a modern bridge built in 1979, the people in the village keep the bridge and actually rebuild it every year, so that people come to the village and then they cross back and forth and then they have fun there. The bridge is kind of romantic and the setting is kind of mystifying, and I love the landscape. And it's so beautiful. You see mountains and you see water, and then you cross the bridge and you actually have fun there. It's kind of an activity, adventure. It's not wide, only 30 centimeter long, about 0.33 yard, and the length is like 150 meter. Wow, yes, it's very long. So children, of course, have fun, and adults, yes, they have fun crossing the bridge. So why don't you go there and then cross the bridge back and forth? I mean, there is water, of course, but don't worry about falling because the water is not deep. So even if you fall, it's not going to do any harm on you. You're going to get wet a bit, but it's okay. Right? No? But anyway, I went there and had a great time. And after crossing the bridge, I strolled around the waterside sand. Yes, there is a wide waterside sand, so you can stroll around. And then after that, you can go into the village. Well, as I said, the village itself is enchanting. It has more than 40 Hano, yes, beautiful Korean traditional house with tiled roof, the tiled roof. And also you can see flowers and like narrow alleys, and it's so romantic and so Korean. I love the village. And actually, you know what? There are still people living there, descendants of the people who built the village. The village was built in 1600 or something, and that village was based on Confucianism. You know Confucianism? So the people who lived there were literary class, and they were very proud of their cultural heritage. Anyway, when you go there, don't miss Haeudang and Manjukje. Those two houses are the most important houses, and out of 40-something houses, 10 of them are designated as cultural assets. So the village itself is historic and it's very meaningful to stroll around. So why don't you go there? It's going to be so unique and so Korean and not crowded at all. And they have tea house in the village and eatery, so you can eat there. And they have a convenience store as well. Yes, you can get drinks and food from the convenience store as well, and then you can have a relaxing time by the water. So if you want to go there, I can give you directions. It's about 170 something kilometers from Seoul, as I said, and you need to take a train to Yeongju station. It takes about 1 hour and 40 minutes, so it's not bad, right? And then when you get to Yeongju station, I advise you take a taxi because it's not going to be that expensive, about $12 or 10 to 12, and then it takes about 15 minutes to go to Musan village. I mean, there is a bus running there, but it doesn't come frequently, so you might be better off with a taxi. There are going to be lots of taxis waiting for you in front of the train station, but when you come out of the village, you need to call a taxi using Korea's most used taxi application like Kakao Taxi. So if you are into Korea's hidden gem, you are going to love Yeongju Museum Village. Number 2, Weam Folk Village. Well, if you are in Seoul, Weam Minsok Village would be a perfect day trip destination. If you drive, it takes about 1.5 hours. And if you go there by public transportation, it's not difficult to get there. So I'm going to talk about how you can get there. So please stay with me and watch my video till the end. Weam Folk Village is located in Asan. Asan is in central Korea in South Chungcheong province, a bit west. If you go to Asan, you can visit Weam Folk Village. Weam Folk Village was constructed 500 years ago, and in there you can get a glimpse of ancient farming village. Yes, you know, Yeongju Museum Village before, it belonged to the literary class, right? But here in Weam Folk Village, there are lots of commoners who engaged in farming. Yes, so you can enjoy the contrast, right? So there you are going to see different kinds of traditional Korean house. 초가집. 초가집 means house with straw roof. Yes, straw roof. It belonged to commoners or servants in old days. So anyway, you can see a cute traditional house. I like this 초가집 because it looks like mushrooms. Yes, it's very cute. Yes, the village is divided into 2 parts, lower part and upper part. You are going to go to lower part first. And then there is like, traditional marketplace there. Actually, there are many restaurants. I love the food there because I love green onion pancake. Yeah. There is a restaurant that sells green onion pancake. The name is Sangjeon. Well, I'm not affiliated with this restaurant. I'm introducing this because this is really good. Sangjeon sells green onion pancake, and then you are going to see an old lady who has been there for more than decades. She's cooking green onion pancake on the spot. I enjoyed it very much. And then after eating, you can stroll around the beautiful village, and then you can take part in different workshops depending on which day you go to. Yes, so it's like an open air museum, kind of. And I really enjoyed walking around there. You're gonna love it. So just have some time, walk around, and enjoy your day there. And after enjoying the lower part of the village, go to the upper part. I love the path leading to the upper part of the village. I mean, it's a very pleasant walk. You see a stream and then you are surrounded by mountain, Sara mountain, and on your way you can see rice fields that surround the village. So it's very scenic and it's very Korean and I love the landscape. So what can you expect? You are gonna see other 초가집, yes, the house with straw roof again, but you're gonna see some of the Korean traditional house hanok you are familiar with, right? The one with tiled roof, yes, it's there too. There, a lot of people still live there, like 60 households. They live there and they do farming, and some of them rent their house for guests. I enjoyed walking there too. It was a very pleasant walk in the narrow alleys and it was romantic too. And it's very quiet. I didn't see anybody in most parts of the village. So if you have a chance, you can go there easily from Seoul. So how can you get there? You can get there by public transportation as well. You can actually take the subway line number 1 from Seoul to this area. You can go to Onyang Oncheon station and then from there you can take a taxi about 10 minutes. Yes, a lot of taxis are waiting there. Only 10 minutes. The taxi fare would be 10,000 won, like about 7 something US dollars. So it's reasonable, right? And there are plenty of buses going to Weam Folk Village, but I suggest you take taxi because that would be so convenient. And also you can take the train from Seoul to Cheonan Asan station. There are 2 trains going to Cheonan Asan, SRT or KTX, and it takes about 45 minutes or 50 minutes, depending on which one you take. So you're going to save lots of time, although it can be more expensive than the subway. You can take the subway or the train. And after getting off at the train station, of course, the same thing. You can take a taxi or bus from there. So I have talked about 2 scenic folk villages in Korea I love so much. And if you are into those hidden gems, those choices would be very good. So if you think my information was helpful, you know what I'm going to say, right? Please subscribe to my channel and please click the like button and the bell button as well. And hope to see you next time. Until then, be good and be healthy. Bye bye.